is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
All night and then go to sleep in the day.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
And
he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
9 o'clock, you in bed, or 7 sometime.
7.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception, that led to the touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Not working, son.
Now Jones.
I was trying to sign in his tongue. It's error.
Nick
I don't know
Bosa
what the heck.
showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
Yeah, it's supposed to be linked already, and it's telling me to sign in. That's never said this before.
Figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Man,
that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
He's supposed to be able to pull
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Garoppolo in the offense with a first and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Yeah.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
From the 40 now on second down. Jones. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Back to throw. Jones. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And I know why I did what I did
first
wrong
rounder Jimmy Ward. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I threw it to the wrong receiver. They switched. Yeah, they switched the wrong button layout.
Here we go.
For the certain receiver. For that particular play.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On second down now. It's Coleman. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
First down, San Francisco. Here we go. 180.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Julian Love picks it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it's going to be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Jones now on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quad Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think
that's caught inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Niners 34, Giants nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
they certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Who knows?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Okay.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistent.
And my goodness, another interception.
That's scary.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Yeah.
Here we go, here we go.
And you don't know why. Yeah, I know.
Garoppolo on first down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run with Barkley. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
He's getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Barkley.
Why
is
he getting penetration like that?
Lost a yard.
Bullshit,
so certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Like
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Man, that's a cheesy way of playing.
It's Garoppolo.
It's not Madden.
Got the connection here to Bourne. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
That's a cheesy way.
22 yards there, a first down.
Just hold the button.
Garoppolo now.
Yeah, you ain't playing no defense. You can't be all 11 men on the field.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be taken
so
down here
how's your computer reacting to the ball like that?
3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good solid gain on first down. About what you'd expect
no, they're not
from the big
that
guy
good.
Carrying the ball.
It don't matter. They weren't that good.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Here we go.
It do with the team. It has something to do with the gameplay.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize it at that moment, Getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
Do you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill.
Saquon Barkley running right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
On the set.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Storm out there, son?
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready. 11.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the counter, here's Coleman. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And Tate's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 24 yards. Jones throwing on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
54. Here we go.
Now Jones going to throw again. He's got his man. This is Tate. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
132 fighter. Get him.
They'll go to Barkley again. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
56. Mike, 56.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. A good pickup there. 26 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and a couple. Jones. They'll roll. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, and when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Artez.
Here we go.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is
man,
how this
get some sleep, man.
will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Oh man. I feel like it, Brianna. It feels good.
Straight from the gutter. Yeah, I think that's real funny, huh? It ain't fun being from the gutter, nigga. Yeah,
I don't even know who said it. That's what made me laugh.
Nigga, born in
Little
the
nigga.
slum, bitch.
20-year-old nigga.
Who? Who? Oh, I know you're not talking about me, nigga. Bitch ass. Motherfuckers think shit funny, huh?
Bruh, you almost made me choke on my balls. Shut up.
I hope you do choke, bitch.
Choke on your slong?
You're a faggot ass nigga, bruh.
Nigga gay.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bruh? Oldest nigga in the party down there and go say some gay ass shit like that.
You must be white.
No, he's close enough.
Oh, you made me drop my ball.
You dropped your own damn bowl, buddy.
While on the wood, nigga, roll the dice. No fiends trying to sell a stolen life, man.
Oh, man.
Oh my god. I got 2 multi-kills, bro. Definitely gotta play the game already. Oh god, ready with me, bro.